Hello. Today, I'd like to talk about unit testing and debugging. You may think that unit testing is different from debugging, and in other words, you may think the debugging is different from unit testing. But I want to share how we can use unit testing and debugging together well. Uh, when you program, uh, you often face so many bugs. We cannot escape from bugs. Some bugs uh, could be fixed easily, but as program size increases and the program's complexity is high, uh, is uh, it may be very hard to fix bugs. Yeah, finding bugs is hard, but fixing bugs is hard too. So how can you fix those bugs? When we meet bugs, usually we start debugging. Yeah, debugging is kind of white box testing. White box testing means to review code, yes, manually or automatically. But in case of debugging, usually developers review code manually. Nowadays, there are very good IDE tools. Yeah. Uh, in other words, there are so many developing kit for programming. So the debugging feature is very good. Nevertheless, debugging is not easy. Firstly, we have to find the bug area in our code. How can you find those bug area in our code? It's not easy. If your program size is large or huge, how can you find the bug area? In other words, we have to find the optimized bug area. It's not easy. Yeah. We cannot review whole source code. Yes. We have little time. How can you find such bug area? Usually, unit testing is applied in at early time of development. Yeah, when you make a small module, something like class or function, usually the textbook say we have to make unit test cases. That's right. It's a good practice. But with so many time issues, yeah, we don't make unit test cases. Yeah, I think it's okay because we can sometimes we cannot consume much time on unit testing, unit test cases development. Yeah, but unit testing can be applied in late of development. In other words, when you find bug in your program, it's okay to make unit test cases. Yeah. Uh, I want to tell about unit test cases in detail later. I cannot tell many things about unit testing uh, at this time. But uh, as there as the feature, as there as the purpose of unit testing, which textbook says, there are very important purpose why we have to make unit test cases. Yeah, as mentioned, we may use those unit test cases in later of our project development. In other words, it's okay to skip unit test cases development in early development time. When you find bugs later, for finding optimized bug area, I recommend to make unit test cases. Yeah. When executing and running your unit test cases, you can optimize bug areas. Then I recommend to start debugging. Yeah. So you may think it's a very easy approach, but sometimes so many developers start debugging first when they found bugs, and with those approaches, the developers consumed much time and yeah, with those time consumption, we cannot. Sometimes we miss the time flowing fast. Yeah, so we need some kind of the formal processing for fixing bugs. Okay, let me say again. When you try to fix the bug and when it seems not to be easy, firstly, please make unit test cases. Then start debugging. Yeah, if it is to find that if it is to fix bugs, I don't want to recommend making unit test cases. But if the fixing bug seems not to be easy, I recommend to make unit test cases and run those unit test cases. After that, you can find the optimizing area for fixing bugs. Thank you.